Alright, so here we are at the dash. I'm going to take this off in here. There's a 10mm right here. It's kind of a, looks like it's a, I'm not sure if it's plated or if it's stainless. It's kind of hard to tell. It kind of looks plated, but again, it's kind of hard to tell. Take that off. And that should be the only bolt. The rest of this should be able to yank out. Again, it's all clips. Okay, that's one side. Oh, other side, I got it. Oh, there it goes. The whole thing's off. So just a couple clips. And now the only thing that's holding it now is the actual cables in the back. That's it. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plugs. Let's look at it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I believe this right here is the antenna. I think that's antenna. Yeah, I think this is the antenna. And these are all the controls. One of these are the speakers. Actually, this is the power right here. I can see the power because it's nice and thick. There's 2 thick cables here. One, I believe, is the black one's the ground. I think this is the power, either directly to the battery or an accessory. There's another thick cable. So three thick cables. And the rest of them were smaller. Actually, no, this thing, the speaker doesn't come here. This goes to a to another unit under the glove box. You know where the CD player is. Right, right behind or above, or right next to the CD player in the armrest. So this connection, I think it's this one right here, connects to that. Then from there it goes to the speakers, because this thing is just a display unit. This is not, this is not an amplifier for the speakers. The speaker has its own spot. So here is that's a pretty thick cable in here too. Not sure what that is. This might be a power, possibly some kind of power cable as well. Right here. So there's some thick cables here and some thick cables here. This is, I believe this is one of the USB cables right here. Actually, this could be one of the USB cables as well. These two, possibly. Okay. So let's see. Where the heck am I now? So I'm gonna actually take off this. I'm gonna unplug those cables and move this aside. So just set it aside where I run the other lines. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that's interesting right here. So that one cable here, that one of the USB cable, it was plugged on this side. So this side was empty. So the new cable that I have, that's actually 2 plugs. So I think that's what the 2 plugs are. It's right here, one right here, and right here. But I mean, I won't know until I try it, right? Until I take it out and see. Okay, I'll set this aside somewhere so I don't scratch up the screen. The good thing is I have a screen protector, the glass, the glass screen lens on there, so I'm not too concerned about that. So let's set that aside. Okay. Now let's see what we have there. So we have our cables here. So this is the genuine, Mazda parts. So there's the part numbers. All right. And you see the parts list of everything it has. 2 USB cables. One's a blue. Let me see, what is it? Gray, blue, brown. The other one is gray, green, black. So basically a blue, brown, and green, black. Let's see what else. You got some sponge tape, zip ties, a little manual. So that's what this is. So here, this is the manual, and the hub unit. And that's this over here, the hub unit. And the hub unit is, there's a part number right there. I believe when they sell this, it should be all, this whole thing should be one unit. Right now, I think in the past, like several months ago, they were selling this and this separately, but now if you order it from from Mazda, it comes as one unit now. You can't get them separately anymore. So okay, let's look at the hub unit here. Hub unit here has 1, 2, 3, 4 plugs. 2 of them are the USB. One is the I'm not sure what this is. Anyways, here on this side you see the aux cable, 2 USB A, and an SD card slot right here. This one's different. They made it so that way it's easy to come off. That's cool. The previous one was like a bitch to come off. You gotta like break some nails to get that one off. Actually, let's look at that one. Let's look at the original one. So that's the new one and the old one. There you go. Some extra cables there, huh? So I believe these are the USBs. This is the USB, and these ones are the USBs, and this one is the SD card. Right here, this one's the SD card. That's what I think it is. Alright, so let's take off the old one. So the old one, let's look at the new one. So it's basically just these 2 clips on both sides. So you just need to squeeze those in. Right? Squeeze them in a little bit, and the old one should pop out. Squeeze that in. Bottom's down. The top one's a little bit harder because I don't have any space there to get my fingers in there. Let me do my little thingamabob here again. Better if I had a, oops, god dang it. I just heard, oh, god dang it. They all popped in again. Let me do this off camera. I'm holding it in front of the camera. I don't have a good hand placement. Oh, man. Okay, I think I'm gonna get the thigh head screwdriver. So anyway, so that's one right there. Let's set that aside right now then. I could do that a little later. Let's look at the cables. Let's open up the cables. Remove the cables. A bunch of zip ties and little sponge padding, adhesive padding. So there's a USB cable and the 2 ends. Let's see. Man, this is a long ass cable. Jesus. Did it need to be that long? That's a long ass cable, dude. Damn, that's a really long cable. Holy shit. Holy cow. Wow, that's like that's an 8-foot cable right there, easily, and it's about 8 feet. I wonder if that's because when I ordered this thing, it wasn't originally meant for the Miata. I think it was for the for one of the other cars, but I could have swore the part numbers were the same. Yeah, I could have swore the part numbers were the same. So obviously you got how it's labeled here. The 2 red ones are the same. Right, that's one cable. make sure. Actually, you know what? It's two different cables. These two are two different cables. Let's see. Yep, they're two different cables. Okay. So that's the red end and that's the non-red end. So I'm not sure which side's which. I could actually just look at the plug itself, and you can probably tell by the plug itself, because the plug is all different. All the plugs are different. See that? So all the plugs are different. So you shouldn't be. You should, you know, should be able to plug the proper one in to each other. Okay, let's see. Which end is which? I don't know. Let's see that manual. So this has any type of instructions in it. Nope, it just tells you how to use the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't actually have any instructions on what's what. Alright, so I'm looking at this cable in here, down here. That one does not match these ones, so these ones are on top then. So the one with the red, you know, red tape here around here, or I think the head unit, and these ones are the auxiliary. Yep, these ones match. Okay, so there you have it. I know which ones matches. So now it's a matter of running the lines. So obviously, if you look up on top here, the original USB line right here is all taped into this whole, you know, wiring harness, the original wiring harness. So I'm not gonna undo that. There's no way in how I'm not gonna undo that. Just forget that. That's just dumb. That would be dumb. I'm just gonna slide this in somewhere, somehow, and let's see. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using my flashlight. I'm shining the flashlight up in here, and from the top here, wherever I see light, that's probably where, you know, where there's an opening for me to run the cables. So I see an opening on the driver's side, but the driver's side has all the moving parts for the ventilation system. So I don't think I'm gonna run cables on that side because I don't want it to get in the way, interfere with that. No, it might one day, you know, as the car moves around, it might hit that, and it might get hung up, and the vent unit won't be able to adjust properly to you know, to either the blowing on your feet or on the windshield or whatever, right? So I'm gonna avoid that. I think I'm gonna feed it through from the passenger side, because I don't see nothing else. I don't see nothing in the passenger side that would be in the way. Yeah, I don't see nothing on the passenger side that'd be in the way. Nope, nothing at all. Okay, so passenger side it is then. See, so this end here is the bottom end. I just feed that through. See, I feel my hands here. Shoot, there's nothing there. So when I was younger, I used to be into car stereos. And I would always, you know, whatever car I had, I would always put an aftermarket stereo in there with, you know, with the whole component speakers and bass and all that, you know, the whole nine yards. I haven't done that in a very long time. So going to the car of the dash and stuff like that, it's not new to me. It's not alien to me, you know. it's just a matter of finding a good path where there's nothing in the way, where it doesn't interfere with nothing, and where the cables won't get damaged. And I think I see it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the cables on this side right here, on this side, because this side there's space and there's like nothing moving or nothing like that. Now obviously it's gonna be underneath here, huh? You know, coming underneath here, it's gonna come out the side further down over this metal piece here. Bring the camera in here so you guys can see it a little better. Let's see if I can get this. Take the camera off the tripod. Alright. Okay, so it's still on the gimbal. So as you can see above where the metal is. Above where the metal is, right there. You see on this side there's like a opening. Hope you guys can see where the light is over there. See where the light is? So there's like a little opening over there, which is right here. Right in this area, right in here. Right in here. It comes out right in here. And this spot right up here. Oh, this right here. There's space here. There's like that space. So that's where all the excess cable. I'm just gonna, coil it up into wrap it up into a circle, coil it up. And I'm gonna leave that coil right here, so because I think that's the only spot where I don't see nothing at all being in the way or anything. And over here you can see some mechanism right here. You see the gears. See that? See the gears? The white gears right there. That's something. I'm not sure what that belongs to. I think that might be the. I think that's still part of the HVAC system. The HVAC system to control the vents, the venting system. This is also happened to be where the air filter is. If you ever need to change the air filter, it's actually right here. I can see it right there. So this is right. This is where your dash is right here, right? Your dash. You go here and you see this round thing up here. This right here, that's a fan. That's the fan right there. And right above that fan right there, right above here, that's where the air filter is, the cabin air filter. So it's right there. So you see that half circle kind of curve thing right there? That's the air filter right there. Let me pop that up real fast. See if I can reach in there. Let me see if I can reach in there. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. Yep. So that's one side. Get the other side. So it's actually not that hard to replace the filter. All you have to do is just remove this knee panel here. So anyways, I could kind of. Dang it. Man, this is when I wish I had like 3 hands or something. I wish I had 3 hands, 4 hands, one to hold the camera and one to hold the flashlight. So here you can see the part that I talked about right here, and you actually see it moving. See that? Anyways, so that's where the air filter is. I got one side off. Can't get the other side off because I can't reach it with. Well, I could reach it, but not with one hand though. I need to kind of like be contortionist. But anyways, I'm gonna put it back in because I don't think I'm gonna need to change it because my car only has 9,000, less than 10,000 miles. So anyways, that's where the air filter is. It's kind of small. It's not that big. It's thin. Okay, so that's what's kind of off the subject. So that's how I'm gonna run it. All right. So I'm going on the 20-minute mark. I'm gonna pause it here or stop it here and make another video on the cables. Or maybe I can run the cables off camera that once I'm finished with it, you can see where it is and how I have it set up.